Hi, I'm Renata Bliss, and I'm your freestyle dance teacher.
It's story time with Mr. Steve. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna read books. I don't know how to play this. We're gonna have a lot of fun. It's story time. Theme song.
My name is Mr. Steve.
100th Storytime.
I'm a storyteller. Hello, everybody! It's me, Mr. Steve, and welcome to another story time! But this is a special one, because it is our 100th story time! Technically, to be clear, this is in no way our 100th story time. We've done a lot more than 100 videos, but technically, I have a playlist on my channel where I put all of the story times that I do, and this will be the 100th one. So I think it's a big deal, so I'm making a big deal about it. Did you like the intro? That took forever. I had to re-download all of these videos. It took a long time. Anyway, it took about half a day. But anyway, I'm very excited for today. Our 100th story time. Also, I just want to celebrate the fact that I've been doing a video a day since March 10th. About 3 months now. A quarter of a year. I've been doing a video a day. I don't mean to quote The Rock, but you're welcome. You're welcome.
And thank you.
Do you like the lights? Do you like the lights? They were given to me by the nonprofit that I work for to put in the background during our Easter story time. I forgot, they didn't remind me, and I just found them again after cleaning. I like them, but I don't like the flashing. Today, I'm going to be reading a very special story. It's right here. I wrote it all out, but I didn't write it. This story was written by a 4-year-old girl. She's a big fan of the story time. In fact, she made this right here. This rainbow fish. She made it and gave it to me. She's a big fan of Mr. Steve's. Her name is Adelyn. Adelyn has been coming to my story times since I used to read books back at what I like to now call Blarns and Flobles. So, Elle, the mom, we're friends on the Facey pages. She posted a video last night of her daughter, Adelyn, telling a story on Facebook. I wrote it all out. The entire, 4-minute video that Adelyn did of her story. And I wrote it all out right here, and I'm going to be reading it to you on my favorite clipboard. This was my favorite clipboard when I worked at Blarns and Stobles. So today, I'm going to be reading a 4-year-old girl's story, which I have called, she didn't give it a name, but I have given it a name. And the name is Adelyn's Dangerous Adventure. I'll just tell you right now, buckle up. Buckle your booties to your seat. Because this is going to blow your minds. Letting you know now. Letting you know now. Now, everything that I will be reading here was thought up by a 4-year-old girl. Just to let you know. She likes the word and. We do some vocal exercises because this is important. I really want Adelyn's works to be out there in the public, in the ether. I think she could be the next famous author. She could be the next J.K. Rowling or the Apostle Paul or Douglas Bubble Trousers, you know, famous authors.
That was beautiful. You liked it? Are you kidding me? I loved it! You're the next Douglas Bubble Trousers! Wow, Rod, thanks.
I think Adelyn could be the next Nurse Seuss. Registered Nurse Seuss. Let me do some vocal exercises to warm up. Me me mama moo. Me me mama moo. Unique New York. Unique New York. My daughter Bella smells like cabbage. My daughter Bella smells like cabbage. Are you holding up one finger to let me know that I am in fact number one and all others are number two or lower? Maybe she's pointing with her middle finger over that way. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's read this story. Adelyn's Dangerous Adventure. Long ago, already great opening, you know, exciting opening. Long ago, kids decided to take a dangerous adventure on the ocean. Already. I know we're just one sentence into the story, but just move over, Dean Koontz. And then a squid or an octopus attacked them. What? I am already so scared. To be fair, it's so difficult to tell the difference between a squid or an octopus these days, you know? Here's the way that I like to tell whether it's a squid or an octopus. First thing, check their driver's license. It will say on there whether they are a squid or an octopus. Okay? And number two, if you see something coming at you in the ocean and you're like, oh, that's a squid or an octopus, just brush your beautiful hair to the side and cup your ear and listen. Now, if you hear coming from the ocean, doo-doo, doo-doo, that's a shark. Squids don't have a John Williams orchestral score every time that they swim around. That's just science. So a squid or an octopus attacked them. Gasp! Audible gasp! And their father came to rescue them on his boat, which the squid or octopus couldn't attack. Phew! Thank goodness the dad came to save the kids who were having a dangerous adventure on the ocean. And a unicorn came. What? With wings! Those are always the best unicorns. Best unicorns have wings. With a magical horn that could create wishes. What an amazing story. What an amazing story. Here, let me just... Oh. The unicorn's name... Here's the best part. The unicorn's name was Albert B. Fall. Oh, wait. That's not what it says. Sorry, Albert B. Fall was the Secretary of the Interior during the Harding administration who was responsible for the infamous Teapot Dome scandal. We all know that. No, it says, the unicorn's name was Wishama. Bella, we were going to name you Wishama. Did you know that? You were going to be Wishama. Wishama Galindo. Yeah, that's what we were gonna name you. So Wishama showed up, and they wished that the squid or octopus giant would not ever come back again. And I know that all of you watching this are probably like, phew, that means the squid or octopus will never come back again. But get this, and it didn't work. What? I am just... I'm having a panic attack about this amazing story. Because... This is why the wish didn't work. Because we forgot to get the powers working in our home. Oh, well, that's why. Everybody knows you need the power working in your home if you want the wishes to work. And if there are any adults watching, don't turn this into an and drinking game. Okay, that's dangerous. I'm of course talking about drinking Hawaiian punch.
Hey, how about a nice Hawaiian punch?
Sure.
You taste 7 kinds of fruit in Hawaiian punch. 7 kinds of fruit in Hawaiian punch. Hawaiian punch is made with 7 kinds of fruit for a one-of-a-kind fruit taste.
Hawaiian Punch Fruit Punch with 10% real fruit juice.
Strangely enough, this won't be the last time that I mention Hawaiian punch. And then every fish came out of the sea. Every creature. And they put him all, they sit, they sailed all the way back to the house fastly. They're not just sailing all the way back to the house. No, they did it fastly. Which is fastlier than fast. Because he knew how. And the squid didn't like it there because there were eels all over the island. There were eels. Eels! There you go. I'm going to wear this hat because we're talking about eels. Eels is a band. I saw them live. There was a video I posted of them recently. I saw them in concert with my wife last year. Link in the description below. You kids probably know the band Eels because they sang the song My Beloved Monster in Shrek 1.
My beloved monster and me.
And they sang I Need Some Sleep in Shrek 2. That's right when Shrek is trying to go to sleep in Fiona's childhood bed and he starts creeping on her old diary.
You just gotta let it go.
They also have 2 songs in Shrek 3, but who likes Shrek 3? So, you guys know the eels. So there you go. So, there were eels all over our island. So we moved to a different island. That's good, because if there are eels all over your island, there's no way of getting rid of them. You really just got to move. It's like bed bugs. And we were on top where the eels couldn't get us because there were eel powers that were there that freaked the eels out, and they'll think that they're lasers. Oh man, if there's one thing that eels don't like, it's lasers. That's a fact. It's called science. Just ask Neil on the grass Mike Tyson, and he'll tell you eels hate lasers. So they stay on the bottom of our island. Well, that's good. I mean, you don't want eels just all up in your business. But now get ready for a huge twist, okay? A huge twist of M. Night Shyamalan proportions. Get ready to be Shyamalan, okay? The eels are now our helpers. Because we helped them out of a cave. Now, I don't remember the cave in the story, but maybe, I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention. I don't know. And we also helped them out of a cage. Maybe the cage was in the cave. Maybe it's a cave cage or a cave or something. Maybe it's AEW wrestler Brian Cage. He was also in Lucha Underground. They call him the Machine. That's why people stamp the Terminator theme every time he shows up. And we helped the eels out of, dramatic pause, the eel killer. Now, Adelyn says here, we helped them, we the kids, and the dad with the boat that a shark or octopus couldn't attack. We helped them being the eels, out of the eel killer. Now, what that sounds to me, she's not talking about a person. She's talking about maybe some sort of machine. I don't know. Maybe Dr. Robotnik from Sonic the Hedgehog, or Dr. Doom, or some other bad guy. I don't know. Built a machine and called it the eel killer. But I'd like to think that the eel killer is actually some sort of dramatic bounty hunter. I'm not talking about Dog the Bounty Hunter. I'm talking about the guy in all black from the first Muppet movie. This is Snake Walker. Tell him what you do, Snake.
Kill frogs.
Kill frogs. That's the sort of bounty hunter that I'm thinking about. Now, let's talk about casting. Who are we going to cast as the eel killer? Here's my idea. Number one, Danny Trejo, because he's amazing. But if you can't get Danny Trejo, this is what I'm thinking. Incredible range. Amazing actor. Josh Brolin. That's right. Just imagine wet Thanos. Like a slimy, wet snake Thanos. That's our eel killer right there. So now the eels are all joining us on our island because all the people decided to help the eels so the eels would like them. And the unicorn can create light all by herself. Are all unicorns girls? I don't think so. I don't want to gender shame this unicorn, but yeah, Adelyn's the author. We gotta trust the author's vision. And turn them back into flippers when they go on a walk. And here's my favorite part of the story, okay? Full disclosure, my favorite part. The unicorn did put a curse on the eels, but not a bad curse. It was a good curse. Now, I really thought hard about this one, you know? What's a good curse? So there are bad curses, and then there are good curses. So I imagine, like a bad curse is, oh, I have been forced to walk upon the earth with stinky shoes. That's a bad curse. Because everywhere you walk, your feet are all funky from your nasty shoes. That's a bad curse. What would a good curse be? You know, maybe I curse you to anytime. Just making this up off the top of my head. FYI, you guys watching this channel, most of you probably have no idea how much of Storytime is just making it up as I go along. Ad-libbing. So much of what I do is just having a quick mind. I did stand-up comedy for a little bit in Arizona, and I think that helps anyway. What in the world was I talking about? Oh, a bad curse and a good curse. Oh, I curse you, so that every time you smell food, you smell bacon. Like that? That'd be alright. I mean, unless you're a vegan, then that's a bad curse. But if you like bacon, hey. And then they all took pictures of themselves, and they all lived happily ever after. The end. Hooray! Well, that's the end of our story. I'm just going to go out and say it. I'm just going to come out and say it. 4-year-old Adelyn is the next Stephen King. And there you go. Move over, Stevie King. Because we got a new great author. In fact, let me try and do it. Let me redo the entire story, but as a narration. Long ago, kids decided to take... No, I was trying to do Morgan Freeman. I can't do Morgan Freeman. I really shouldn't try to do Morgan Freeman, but I was trying to Shawshank it. I was trying to Shawshank the story. In fact, Adelyn, if you're watching, and you probably are, maybe next time you do a story, could you try and add a poster of Rita Hayworth to the story? That would really help with the whole next Stephen King thing. In fact, also, can you have a girl in your story and she's at prom? And she like goes up to the stage, oh, thank you for making me the prom queen. And then someone just dumps a bucket of Hawaiian Punch on her.
Hey, how about a nice Hawaiian punch?
Sure.
Told you this wasn't the last time I would mention Hawaiian Punch. So that's it. Our 100th technical story time. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure and like and subscribe. I'm still doing a video a day during this pandemic. When I decided to start doing this in the beginning of March, I assumed we'd all be done by April or May, but it's been about a quarter of a year, and I'm still going strong. A video a day! See you later, guys. Bye! And thank you, Adelyn, for coming up with an amazing story.